Hello, this is Lindsay Webb, and I'm going to be talking to you about understanding the community of my current school, Solomon Elementary. Known customs and traditions. Solomon is a small town with a big heart atmosphere. Our community is not very diverse, meaning that we only have 98% of our population is white. One of our known traditions that we have in Solomon is our big Solomon Street Fest. And during those days, we have vendors that come in that do food, crafts, games, and then we end up with a huge dance at the end of the week. It's a great way for the community to come together. We also have 3 churches, Catholic, then we have the Methodist and the Presbyterian Church that share 2 churches. Those 2 churches rotate from the Methodist to the Presbyterian every 3 months. So they go to the Methodist Church for 3 months, then to the Presbyterian, back to the Methodist throughout the year. Our known population characteristics. The age group of 45 to 53 makes up almost 16% of Solomon, while 19 years and younger makes up 33% of our community. 43% of our community is made up of males, while 57% is females. The occupation, the unemployment rate is 5.6, while the state is 5.8. We have 15% of our community members have a bachelor's degree or higher. We are noticing that we are having to do more for our community and for our families at our school with the lower education and also with the higher unemployment rate. The known communication channels. The main form of communication for our school is email and face-to-face interaction. With a small school, we're able to direct more of our conversations and our communication by verbalizing face-to-face. Our community newspaper is a great way to showcase what has happened in our community, but the downer of that is it only comes out once a month. Families in our school get most of the information related to them from their teacher or principal through our school websites and also our monthly newsletters. If there's ever a school emergency or important information that needed to be sent out to our school-age parents, we have a text or an email system that is sent out immediately. So anytime we're in a school lockdown or there's a big event going on in our school, we'll send out emails to let the parents know what is happening in our building. The known community groups, we have KNEA and NEA, which influence our district policies and really are strong in our building with the reps that we have. So they really do give great support to all the teachers. Our local businesses do a lot to try to support our school. With our small town atmosphere, they do an amazing job in all the support they do for our tailgates, our back to school activities, and our fundraisers that we do. They try to do as much as they can. Known leadership. Our Board of Education is driven by the interests of the local taxpayers. And the Board of Education influences our superintendent and our principals. And that's actually, I'm going off the past because this year we'll have a new principals and a new superintendent. So I'm anxious to see what the Board of Education will then do with our 2 new leaders on board. Known community leaders. Our community members are pretty quiet and unknown to our school. They leave the planning to our Board of Education. Other than that, our community leaders are not involved with our school unless it's something that's under the table or at a private meeting, so the teachers are not aware of any of that. Known economic conditions. Income per family is $41,000. Our unemployment rate again is 5.6 in Solomon, while the state's 5.8. Solomon is surrounded by farmland, so a lot of our students, once they graduate, they continue to stay on the farm and help parents. We're trying to encourage those kids to further their education. 55% of our students are on free and reduced. Of those 55%, another 3/4 of those students get Friday book bags, which are sent home with those students every Friday. And in that, it gives them enough to eat and drink over the weekend. We have one grocery store, and currently right now we have 0 gas stations in Solomon. We are trying to get a gas station in the next year or so. Known political structure, we have 3 main political boards in our community: the City Council, the Rec Board, and the Planning Commission. Of those 3, the only involvement that we have with them is the Rec Board. The Rec Board is a board that is very involved with our school and our community. They get the kids involved in soccer, flag football, basketball, dance, and with that involvement, they have to contact our varsity coaches to make sure they can use our balls, the gyms, making sure there's no conflict. When can they come and have practice? When can the fields be available? And they also try to provide camps for those little kids brought through our high school students. Known tension, social known tensions. Really, there's not a whole lot of tension that we have, but we do have some military families in our small town that come and go. No gangs. Cliques are based on our socioeconomics and community involvement. Discrimination is very limited, and this past year our Board of Education has caused several misunderstandings and rivalries between our community due to dishonesty. This past year, it's been very hard for our teachers and our community to work with our board because of this dishonesty. After this year, though, we only have 2 remaining board members. We've had board members that have been forced to resign, board members that have walked off the board. So we're hoping with our new 5 new board members, our new superintendent, and our 2 new principals that we can make Solomon a great place, because in the past it has been an awesome place. It's just an amazing town to teach in. The small classroom sizes are great. So continuing the positives with the school are going to be a great thing.